That's it. Oh, bracing for impact today, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, when I did the Polyphia video, I got beat up pretty good. Got beat up real good. And in those comments, let's go with, I don't know, 800, 1,200 calls for CHON. Now, I clearly am a country blues 12/8, 6/8, 1/4/5, maybe give me a 2 or a 6 kind of player, right? The math rock thing, although I loved, I love some prog in my day, you know what I mean? I definitely, had a dream theater phase, if you would. But the math rock thing, if you want to use that quote, I know bands defy genres these days. Genres basically don't exist. It's totally not my thing. So, if you're expecting me to get to this note for note or even be able to keep up with these guys, just abandon that thought and enjoy me struggling, because this is what you're going to see. It's kind of what you saw in Polyphia. But either way, we do it. We do it no edits. We do it one take. We do it ice cold. You get what you get. Mango Shake here says, if you want to find out where this songwriting from Polyphia suddenly came from, watch the Bubble Dream playthrough by CHON. Now that's a song with natural harmonics I adore. For you, sir, anything. Got it queued up here. Let's do it. This is CHON, Bubble Dream. All right, so they invented that whole like harmonic thing. I assume that's what the commenter was talking about. Let's keep going. Look at the strings everywhere. Something like that. The bass note's going C, and then A, clearly A minor something. You can see them like that. B minor something. Here. Yeah. Okay, it's funny. It's like again, not note for note. Band, if you're watching this, take it easy on me, please. Or drop in the comments what you're thinking when you wrote this. So what I'm getting is bass notes C, A, B, C, but then the licks over this seem to be coming, if you watch his fingers, that's the sound. So it's like a D major triad over C, right? So it's D7, third inversion, D7 over C. So you got D with the flat 7 in the bass. And all those licks over top, if you're wondering what that floaty sound is, it seems like it's all based around D7, but with C in the bass. And then when it goes to A minor, right, he's playing something like this. Maybe the strings are open, whatever. Point is, that's a C major triad over A, is your harmony, right? That's your harmony. And then it goes to a B minor something, which is like a D major triad over B. So really, the whole basic vibe of this thing is a D major triad going down to a C major triad. So it's like a 5 chord going to a 4 chord with just different inversions. Because this D7 over C and all these licks, they all come from G major, which would be 1. If D's 5, C's 4, G's 1. So really, this is like a 5 over flat 7, if you would. 2, 3. It's not a 4 chord. It's a 5 over the flat 7. It's D over C. Anyway, keep going. But the moral of the story is, there you go. Your 6 is the third of your 4, 7 is the third of your 5, and there's your tonal center. Yeah. I'm getting it now. That. It's pretty slick. Again, not my comfort zone. See, there's your flat 7. Rolling across that B minor triad. Remember, anything on the 7th fret, right, is the same note, an octave higher. So if you do, that is the same as, so this is your B minor triad, which is of course kind of like where it's going, right? Because these two, as long as you're getting this, that's your 3rd and your 5th of your D major. That's your tonal center. So, and then it does a little A-B little run, which I'm not going to get. Love that push. Bum ba da da bum bum ba bum ba da da. Love the groove. Love the dark cymbals too. Ooh. By the way, little things. I love, you know, they're in the room together, right? I love that this is so planned out, right? It's clearly perfectly arranged, right? But they're in the room, and you can feel you can hear the snares on the drum shake how he shakes that guitar, right? Because they're doing it together. So they know it. They know it inside and out. They're feeling it. Listen for it. God, I miss playing with humans. That solemn face. What was that ending? What was that? Look at the bass player, just dude. Butter. I mean, I love the sound of the room in there. All right, so clearly, on the broadest of strokes, right? Super tight band. I'm not even going to try to get that finger tapping part. There's no shot I can do that within the time that this video will even allow me. And my chops aren't even up to it. It's just like, it's not who I am as a person. You have to forgive me. But anyhow, your basic harmonic vibe here is pulling from the key of G, right? This is diatonic, you know, for all intensive purposes. Yeah, there's a couple rabbits out there, but you know, this is, for all intensive purposes, this is a D major triad in disguise to a C major triad over A in disguise to a D major triad again over B in disguise. You know, at infinitum. That's really what you're getting here. All these licks, that D over C and all that. Right? D7, third inversion. Right? And then they just expand and expound and all the words. So super tight. I love the sound in the room. The actual sound of the band was fantastic. If they were actually one of the ones that made that harmonic thing, where it's just like that like in the middle of a riff, if they were the ones that made that a thing, that's a new thing. That is not something that people did in that way when I was coming up and I was learning guitar. Yeah, you had Van Halen and a bunch of others play harmonics, clearly, but that, like a rake, where it's almost like used like an arpeggio would be used, like a sweep, totally not something I'm used to doing or seeing or hearing. But again, great band, super tight arrangement, and they're super tight together. You know what I mean? Unlike Polyphia, when I was like, okay, this, you know, for better or for worse, there's a whole debate in the comments section about whether you should have tracks or not have tracks, or like, you know, their live version I played and their studio version were the exact same length. It's very clear that these guys are doing it loose in the room together, and he could have held out 10 more seconds if he wanted to, right? That ending, they could have staggered it more if they wanted to. It's very clear that as tight as this band is also how loose they are. Very, very cool to see. Very cool to see. CHON, Bubble Dream, Audio Tree Live. Well, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like these kinds of videos, I know they're called React. I don't know what the hell to call these things, but because they're not lessons, because I'm not getting it all right, clearly. But at the same time, I mean, we're digging out as much as we can. So if you like these style videos, please subscribe, please like, please share, and tell your friends. And if you are curious, if you want to support this channel, if you'd like to know how I view this fretboard, or even simpler, if you're looking for a community online which will inspire you and motivate you to keep picking this thing up, I would invite you to click the first link in the description and join me and many others over at my website, guitargate.com. All my courses, all my lessons, it's practical stuff. It's not super heady in the weeds. It's the stuff you just saw me do. That what this really is a D major triad to a C major triad in disguise. Yes, I know it's so much more than that. Bracing for the negative comments. But harmony-wise, that's what's happening. They took that and made it something huge, which is why it's kind of hooky and it stays in your ear. You know why? Because usually things that stick in your ear have a simple foundation. Cheers.